started. Hello, this is Charlene Riley. It is Monday, September 4th, 2017 at 10:28 a.m. Eastern Time, and I am going to record my pre-trading routine along with my chart setups and multi-frame analysis and my analysis to get me ready to start trading for the day. So the first thing is checking out my self, doing a little self check, and I'm feeling physically okay. My mindset is good. I've had my morning prayer and meditation. I'm on my second cup of coffee, and I'm good to go for this morning. The first thing I want to do is look at my trading plan, review my trading plan to make sure, just to go over and refresh my mind. Remind myself. I talk to myself a lot anyway. But so I just like to remind myself, no trading, stop trading after 3 consecutive losses. But prayerfully, I won't have 3 consecutive losses. I trade actively, no set it and forget it, no emotional or revenge trading. Don't force trades. Or trade when the signals are mixed. So when in doubt, sit it out. I have a good plan. I've gone over it with my coaches. I have a good, solid plan, and I have to trust the plan. Exercise patience, protect my pips when I'm in my trades, and that's a part of my active trading. Make sure I plan every trade. Look at what will trigger me to get into a trade, where I would get into a trade, and where my stop loss and take profits were going to be set. And I'm not going to just jump right into a trade without planning it first. And I'm going to remember to be focused and disciplined. So now the next thing I want to do is go back up to my trades, my pairs that I've traded, which are the USD JPY, the British Pound USD, the USD Swiss franc, and the Australian New Zealand pairs. I chose these pairs because of the fact that my schedule varies widely throughout the week because of my work schedule. So I feel like these pairs will give me the best opportunities for success. I also analyze my track record with these pairs, and these are the pairs that I've been most successful with. And that's why I selected these pairs for my final trading plan. In getting to this point, I've had several other pairs in my trading plan, but now these are the ones that I'm using, that I'm going to focus on from here out. And again, because of the fact that I trade during the Sydney, Tokyo, and London sessions primarily, and New York too, but these pairs will do me well in those markets. So the next thing I want to do is check to make sure to remind myself how much I can risk. My risk ratio, I created a spreadsheet so that I would know how much I could risk based on my account balance. So, and my daily risk threshold is 2% of my account balance. Today's account balance starting out is $986.36. So 2% of that is $19.73. I did the calculations, and based on those calculations, I can risk up to 25 cents per pip. And of course, MT4 doesn't use 25 cents, so my maximum lot size right now would be 20 cents per pip. So I can go as low as 10 cents per pip or as high as 20 cents per pip. So when I look at my spreadsheet, I know that for my daily 2% risk threshold, that translates into 197 pips on a 10 cents lot size, or 99 pips on a 20 cents lot size. My maximum risk per trade is 1/2 of 1% of my account. So today that's $4.93, which is up to 49 pips per trade on a 10-cent lot size, or 25 pips per trade on a 20-cent lot size. And today I'm going to be trading on the 20-cent lot size. And so the maximum number of pips I can risk per trade would be 25. So next thing I want to do is go look at my trading journal and notes for my reminders. And I keep an MS Word journal. Looking at the screenshots is very helpful for me to be able to see, what's going on, what is it that I'm doing right or doing wrong. Recently I've been having more losses than wins, and so I've been asking myself, okay, I've been focusing a lot on my charts to see what it is I'm doing right and doing wrong. And based on the analysis of my trades, I'm reminding myself to focus more on the candlesticks and candlestick patterns, and not rely solely on the stochastic for confirmation. So, like for instance, so here I saw that I had an evening star. So, and I see the downtrend going, and then I had the breakthrough of support here, and that's what led me to enter, and I had a confirmed downtrend, so that's what led me to enter into this trade. And then also the stochastic was downtrending, so it was below 45, and which is a part of my plan. So using these together, that led me to enter into this trade with a risk-reward ratio of 1-to-1. And so I set it for 10 pips, and this trade was a winner. So those are the kinds of things that I do by reviewing my trading journal and my handwritten notes. I've got a bunch of stickies posted around. Then the next thing I want to do is go to my FX book, and here I'll confirm that right now London is open, and it's be open for another hour and a half, and New York is open, and that's got about 6 hours and 20 minutes left. Um, Looking at the economic calendar, there's nothing coming up immediately. And here in the last few hours, there have been no high impact reports lately. Excuse me. Two medium impact Euro reports. And but those were like way earlier this morning. So nothing really going on impacting my reports, my pairs. Um, just scanning the headlines. Nothing really impacting my pairs right now. Um, and then I already went over my notes from previous trades, and so I'm reminding myself to focus on candlesticks and patterns in addition to the stochastic. So now I'm ready to go to MT4 and get started. And again, my pairs are the USD JPY, the British Pound USD, the USD Swiss franc, and the Australian New Zealand. Today, I'm going to do my multi-frame analysis and market sentiment analyses on the USD Swiss franc. So the first thing I'm going to do is set this up with my Girls Going Forex template. And what I have wording set up in the template, so it helps me to set up my chart faster. And the other thing with that is, and the reason that I still do it, is because this information, having the screenshots, is very helpful to me in breaking down and analyzing my trades, because I take screenshots of most of my trades. And I've already have my risk reward ratio and my pip value already in. So what I want to do is start my multi-frame analysis, and I do my analysis on the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and then I execute my trades off of the 15-minute chart. My strategy is always breakthroughs of support and resistance, going with trends or reversal of trends. I see now when I go to the daily chart, I see a lot of action here. So the first thing I want to do is mark the highs and the lows, and then where the market has been over the past week, because that gives me a good idea of how the market is ranging. So I'm going to plot the market high. And I make this, because I'm on the daily chart, that's in orange. That this, being color coordinated, helps me to see where the line, my support and resistance lines came from. Now also plot the low, and then plot where the market has been over the past week or so. So it's been here. So this has been where, and this is a bit of consolidation over the past few days, over the past week. We've been in this range here. So now I go over and I see that over the past week, price has been ranging from this 0.95337 up to 96522. So I'm going to keep that in mind as I go forward. Next, I look at the 4-hour chart, and I see that we again have the choppiness that was evident in the daily chart. But then I'm also seeing some trends, a downtrend, and then an uptrend, and then an overall downtrend. It seems the market is trending downward right now. Not really. That's a pretty good line right there. And I'll make this line blue because it's from the 4-hour chart. And so now I go over to my 1-hour chart. And if you look, price is still within the range that the 1-hour, that the daily chart was showing here to here. So that's good. Okay. And since this is the 1-hour chart, I make this magenta. That's a pretty, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's a good strong line right there. Okay. And it looks like the market could be approaching the low of the last 7 days. So I'll keep that in mind going forward. So now I go to my 15-minute chart, and I see a lot of consolidation here. Lots of levels of consolidation. So I see that the major trend is consolidation. And the current trend is a downtrend. And then I note that my primary strategy is the breakthroughs of support and resistance lines. And then I use both the support and resistance lines that support and resistance are my primary strategy. And those lines come from the support and resistance lines that I drew during my multi-frame analysis, but also from the Fibonacci. So I am now ready to draw my fib lines. And so I'm going to go from a high here to a low here. And I want to make sure I have a good line at either the 23 or the 38% lines. So, and the 38 looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's a good line. So now that I have fresh fib lines drawn, I look at my my trade setups. Well, I want to basically what I'd be looking for to enter into a sell, a continuation of the downtrend would be the break below this 95526, or if there's a reversal, I'd be looking for a break above this 95680 line. And so I'm going to insert my stochastic oscillator. And I see that the market is in its, oh my God, the stochastic is at 8. And so I see that the market is in oversold conditions. So, and that will indicate a reversal, that a reversal could possibly be afoot. So I would be looking again for the break below the 95526, which would indicate a continuation of the downtrend, or a break above this 95680, which would indicate a reversal. So that is how I would do my my pre-trading routine and my chart setups, my multi-frame fundamental and technical analysis for the day. And I see that we are still within the bounds of the daily, from the daily chart at the 95377 and the 96522. Although it looks like the market may is starting to approach the low for the week. So, but it seems like we are going to have the reversal. It's about 7 minutes till the next 15-minute period. And I see the doji here, which can be a reversal indicator. So I'd be really looking for this current candlestick to close, and then see what the next one is going to do, as far as to give me confirmation. So that is my pre-trading routine and technical and fundamental analysis of the market.